What's up, y'all? I'm chrishayes508. This is On the Spot. Today we got a very special guest. Please introduce yourself. Tell us your name, where you're from, and what you got going on.
Yo, family, it's CASHATHAND, and I'm from Chicago. Went to Houston for a few years, but I'm back in the land right now. And what's going on is just a lot. Being an independent artist, a father, but I still tell people I'm the artist for the people. I represent the common man, the average guy, good music, decent artist, but great person. So when you lock in with me, you're getting a whole package. You're just getting a feel-good spirit. Somebody's going to uplift you.
I agree, man. We had a great conversation before the interview started. That's what a lot of people don't see. They don't see a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff where a lot of magic happens. But also, I want to talk about your music. For the people watching right now, what's the first song you would tell them to check out? Or is there anything new on the way we should know about?
Yeah, actually, next Tuesday, June 6th, is my second album that's coming out. That's what I certainly want people to tune in on. You can tune in on any of the other content that's on my catalog. If you have different vibes, whether it's rap, there's catalog for rap, inspirational rap, or spoken word. Also, there's a catalog for like dancehall, vibey, songwriter music. That's more for the ladies.
Well, I was just gonna say I'm looking forward to the new project, but I just want to I was just pulling up your Spotify catalog here because I just want to mention one of my favorite songs for me, which I already mentioned to you, is "It Could Be Worse." I recommend checking that out, but also that's going to get you ready for this new music that's on the way. So you got a lot of stuff to check out. You got a cool YouTube channel with videos and visualizers too, guys. So don't sleep on this artist. Go connect with him right now. I'm going to put the name right down below. And CASHATHAND, I appreciate you coming through.
Man, I appreciate you and the platform that you have, getting people seen so the audience can actually get a little brief feel of the artist that they're, that's trying to push their music to their audience. They want to touch them a little bit, feel them, see them. So I appreciate you for that.
Thank you, man. Yeah, it's very important. If you think about the music that we listen to, we know who we're listening to. We know what they look like, what they sound like, what they do on their vacation. We know who they are, if they're a family man. Like you said, we need to know who we're listening to. And that's what these interviews do, man. And we're going to find out a lot about you right now. And the first thing that I always like to ask about is your name. Tell the people again what your artist name is, but also who gave it you, why you chose it. What does it mean?
CASHATHAND. So 2019, I figured out the code on the financial system, on the credit, on funding, personal business. Before then, I was panhandling, trying to get diapers at a gas station, hustling waters from literally take the food card, go to Sam's Club, get about a $40 thing of water with the food card and go hustle that, and make about $100. So, I was down and out, but I cracked the code, figured out the credit game. So for the last 4 years, we have been building a credit repair restoration business that put me in position to just do my passion. I was financially okay. And so I decided to take on music, which has not been that long. And I really just wanted to make a quick shout out to Wavy Wayne and the Wavy Seals Elite, because I wouldn't even be able to launch a career if it wasn't for the 18 months that I've spent learning how to mix and just learning how to prepare songs to be streamed. So that's where we at.
Wow. Okay. So cash at hand. So it comes from that hunger for more, man, to get money. You know what it's like being out on the sidewalk, and now you in the building, man. You ain't on the sidewalk. You in the building. You're doing your own thing. You're making beautiful music for yourself, your family, and the fan. You got a lot going on outside of music, which I want to get to, but also I just want to establish, because I know you just mentioned you haven't been making music that long.
Nope. In my head, I've been making music for 20 years. But I just, was able to spend about $2,000 literally about 18 months ago and invested in learning how to engineer music as an audio engineer. And through that, you learn how to record and you learn how to get music at a level where it sounds pleasing. Now, whether or not people like your artistry is up to the consumer.
Absolutely. That's a good point. That's a major investment. You invested $2,000 into your career, man, and it's been growing since then. I think a lot of people need to hear that.
And just real quick, for the artists out there that's trying to aspire to, you know, because I'm, like I say, I'm the average guy. You can do what I'm doing. So when I do videos, I'm not trying to have you be enticed by me. I want you to see me and say, I can be that guy. Because you can be. I got the $2,000 was a mic. The DAW that I was using, maybe an upgrade in the computer and a preamp.
Man, I think that's important because it's like, you want to be a scuba diver, you need an oxygen tank, you need a mask, you need some flippers. So if you want to be a recording artist, you know, you might need to have some things. And then obviously, you don't always need to learn how to make. You can go to the studio and work with other producers and stuff like that. But still, you're gonna need a captain on the boat. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna need a team around. You can't go scuba diving by yourself. You can't be a professional recording artist by yourself. So that's a great gem right there. But I want to kind of maybe add a little, because I think we know we got to invest, but I want to add a little bit on top of that for the artists watching. Is there any advice you would give to an upcoming artist? Maybe something you've learned in the past few years since you invested in the equipment, you got the equipment. Then what? What have you learned since then, and what would you share?
Find a network of people with similar interests, such as other artists in some artist group that may have connections with engineers or people. Like if you don't have a knack for the actual mixing, if you have a knack for the mixing, get into a group that teaches, and you go over techniques. Like we literally come together every Tuesday, practice mixes, get feedback, and eventually over time, you get to the point where you got to step up to the sound that you're hearing other people put out while they're giving you the tools and techniques. So it could be the same for artists. It could be the same for producers. Is get with other people who are doing what you're doing. And as my mentor Wavy would say, reach parallel, sideways. Stop trying to reach up to people that you're not at their level, because of course they're not going to respond back to you yet.
That's true. It's going to be hard to play pickup ball with an NBA player. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I want to play NBA basketball with you.
Right.
Like, that's a great gem for the people. Write it down, save it. And actually, I'm putting a list together of all the best topics. And I think that's a great gem for the people. Now, outside of the music, I know you said you're a family man, you got the credit repair, you're mixing, but outside of all that stuff, what does Cash at Hand do on his free time? I mean, do you have any hobbies or interests? What are you into?
Yeah, man. Like, for real, I guess because I am a one-man show and kind of doing everything, my free time has been what I've been doing, which is trying to get into making content. Man, look, I don't want to say it because I've been trying to play like I'm still under 35, but I'm 37. And I don't feel like I really have the time right now in my life to kind of skate past this opportunity that I have with this music. And so I got like a 4 to 5 year window to me that I can really just go hard with this, because I want to eventually evolve this into more of a following of just people that just, want to be connected with someone who cares about them. Because eventually the music may go away, but the person gonna stay.
I love that. I can relate to a lot of the things you're telling and ambitions. And, like I started off as a producer and an artist, and, I'm here now and just connecting with you artists, upcoming artists who are chasing your dreams. It inspires me to see the hunger. I just, it's pretty, like you were talking about also the network, having a network. Well, you're now part of a really powerful network. It's called UNSIGNED TALENT SEARCH, and you're now on the spot alumni, where there's hundreds and hundreds of other artists that have done this interview with me from Chicago. I just interviewed someone from Spain, from Chicago to Spain to Australia to Canada to Alaska, all over the world. You're in the network now. That's a door opener. When you see, hey, I did an interview with Chris too, man. What you got going on? It's like, oh, okay, we have a similarity. That opens the door right there. So you're now part of a whole new network. And I want to find out a little bit about your influences, inspirations. Who are the top 3 artists that inspire you?
A little all over the place, because I am all over the place. But Lil Wayne, Ye, John Legend, and Andre 3000. That's like my core.
You know what? I would like to go listen to John Legend's first album or something, man. I bet that first John Legend album's fire with some Kanye production. I don't know where he's went since then. He's in some other groups now, but
I'll tell you for a fact, that first album It was like 2005. So I knew I was like a freshie in college, and I tell you that it was underrated. It was for the environment and the women and it was underrated.
In 05, I was bumping 50. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't bumping John Legend.
Yeah, I'm a little different. You know what I mean? I grew up with a particular, real quick, a background that's just kind of unique. So I grew up in, I was born in Chicago, and then a bad part. So my dad moved us out into the suburbs, and I went to private schooling from 4th grade, probably through sophomore year in high school. So I literally, in the neighborhood we lived in, there was murders and just regular street stuff going on in my neighborhood. And then I would go to school with nobody that looks like me, and having to have that dynamic of being diverse with people at an early age, because you would go home and you would have to fit in and blend in with the tough crowd, and then go to school and be somewhat preppy and be into Blink 182. You know what I mean? It's, so it's that helped me over time as I became an adult and realized that this world is bigger than just being a street dude or whatever the case may be, that we find popular when we're kids because it look cool.
Trust me, I bought the dream. It turned into, the dream is really a nightmare, but it looks like a dream on the outside. But of course, John Legend's a Chicago legend, man. You come from the Chi. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That makes a lot of sense. And Ye and Wheezy and all these guys, man, those are some of my favorites too. And before we run out of time, though, I want to make sure we talk about your music. So let's just start here. For the people watching, if they haven't heard your music yet, what is the first song you would tell them to check out? Where can they find it? And why should they listen to this song?
The first song that I'll tell you to check out is a video on my YouTube page. It's Cash at Hand. It's called In My Head. And the only reason why I'm directing you to this particular song, because it is important that we keep mental health in our minds. And there's a lot of people who struggle with their thoughts. And I made that song particularly for us, not just people who struggle, because I struggle and I continue to struggle. And we all have our moments, if we're honest with ourselves, that we either doubt ourselves, not like ourselves, don't want our situation, want to trade it with someone else, not want to be here on earth. So check that video out. It is truly just one that I would say touches the heart.
And you're saying In My Head?
Yeah, and the video of it, not the single.
You got it right there. The video's right here, guys. You guys can find it on YouTube. And, bro, I see what you're saying, because you were telling me before we started about the green screen and the mid-journey. So you took a lot of time. Guys, you have to go watch this video. I'm watching a little preview right now, but it's pretty cool, man. Very creative. And it does look like you got some crazy filter on there. It looks like
it's a lot going on with the filtering. It's like a 70s look, antique look, some flickering going. It's a lot going on, brother.
Yeah, a lot going on. Very, very creative, guys. Something you guys should definitely check out. And also, before we go, I don't want to forget to mention, you have a new project coming out, a new song. What's happening on the 6th?
Yeah, my album is coming out, and I'm going to be posting about it, and y'all definitely get more information on where you can get it and pre-save it and all of that.
Oh, we need that information right now, man. What is the name of the album? How many songs are on it?
All right, cool.
Give us a little.
It's called Fuck Fake Culture. Yes, 8 songs on it. And I literally just uploaded it to DistroKid, so no promos are actually readily available at this moment. I got it. Spamming the gram.
Send it to me first, man. You can inbox everything you got. I want to check it out.
Plug for Wavy Ones headphones. Only $100. Great quality studio monitoring headphones by Wavy Wayne himself.
I need to find out who the hell this Wavy Wayne cat is, man.
There's a few engineers online that's just got to follow.
Now listen, wasn't running out of time, but Cash at Hand, I appreciate you. It was very nice to meet you, man. We're gonna stay locked in. And guys, I appreciate all y'all for watching. I got one favor to ask y'all. Press like, drop a comment, share this on your story. Go give them a follow. Y'all already know what
Send this everywhere, man. Stop playing.
Let's go.